Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, the food experience is back. And today's experience, we're going to make some air-fried goodies in the Kalorik Maxx air fryer. I've got some Milky Way, some Kit Kat, some Reese's, some vanilla Zingers, and some chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos. We'll be really curious to see how these turn out. And I'm going to be using some crescent dough sheet from Pillsbury. I know a lot of people use the crescent rolls. I mean, it's really, I believe, the same thing. It's just this is in a sheet, and I think it's probably easier. The instructions for the dough sheet call out for an oven at 350 degrees. So first things first, as always, make sure to preheat your max. So we're going to go ahead and put it on air fry, in air fry mode. And I'm going to put the time way up because I know I need preparation time. So I'm just going to give it an hour. It really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to go ahead and set it for 350 and hit start, stop, and let the preheat begin. Now let's go ahead and go down, and I'm going to try to wrap these up as best I can. Here we go. First thing is to open the tube. I've only done this a couple times in my life. Like, I'm not used to working with this stuff. Let's see how it goes. Alright, then you want to find the seam and go ahead and roll it out. Now I did a test run of this the other night, and I actually stretched it quite a bit thinner than it was. Goodness me. I want to go ahead and lay down some flour so it doesn't stick as much to the mat. Alright, let's put it back over there. But yeah, this stuff could absolutely be stretched out. Really depends on how thick you want the coating on the items that you're using. So I got some chocolate peanut butter pie Oreos. Everyone normally uses regular Oreos, but I really like these peanut butter pie versions. So I'll go ahead and make a couple of them, maybe a few of them. Why don't we try 4? And from what I'm reading, you want to kind of cut the dough. And then go ahead and wrap these things up. So there's one. And 4. Next up, let's try some Reese's peanut butter cups. There's one. And I'm just going to do that one for now. Let's go ahead and try a Milky Way. And keep in mind, this is the first time I've ever tried this outside of a quick test run a couple nights ago. Now let's go ahead and try a Kit Kat. And I think I'll try a double section. So since these are longer, I'm going to go ahead and stretch this dough out a little bit. There's plenty of extra dough, so like I said, if you don't want to make them so thick and doughy, you could certainly use a rolling pin or just do it by hand, but they will stretch easily. You could even get rid of some extra if you want. It's really however you want it to be. Alright, got the Kit Kat ready? Meow. Next we're going to try a Zinger. Boy, they don't make them like they used to. They used to be bigger. And not only that, whoever did this particular box, they didn't even get the icing on straight, as you could see. So this one we're also going to have to stretch a little bit. Either that or you could cut bigger pieces. I mean, it's really up to you, like I said. It's however you want it to be. I mentioned in the Kalorik Maxx air fryer group that I may try these different ways, some in the air fryer basket, some on a bake pan, but I think for today I'm just going to go ahead and use the air fryer basket. I am a little bit pressed for time, I'm not going to lie. And make sure to leave a little room between all these goodies. Alright, the Max is now up to temp. It's at 350. Air fry light is solid. It's no longer flashing. So let's go ahead and insert the basket. I'm going to put it in the regular air fry position. Try to do it as quickly as possible so that the heat doesn't escape. And I'm now going to set it on. I'm going to try 7 minutes. 350. I got a train going by. You certainly don't need to do it that way. You could just leave the time long and let it go and kind of keep an eye on it. I'm just doing this so I know what kind of time I'm looking at for the next time I try them. So 7 minutes, and once I see the top turns brown, then I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. And that's after 4 minutes. I mean, they're not burnt or anything like that, you could see. But I think it's time to go ahead and flip them over. I'm just going to use a spatula to do it. But you can see that the bottoms are not cooked yet. Alright, now that I got everything flipped over, let's go ahead and put it back in. So I know that was what, maybe like 3.5 minutes, something like that for the top to get brown. And it'll probably be about the same. It says 9 minutes remaining. I'm not going to mess with the timer. So I'm guessing the total time for this probably be around 8 minutes, you know, including the flip time. Alright, it's been a couple minutes. It looks like the ones in the back are definitely getting more brown. Here's what we're looking at, but it's still not bad. I'm going to go ahead and rearrange things just a tad. And let's go ahead and put it back in for another minute or two. And away it goes. Alright, it's been another few minutes. Definitely looks like everything's well browned. Let's go ahead and remove it. Yeah, everything's looking pretty darn good. Let me go ahead and take you down for the next step. Go ahead and transfer these to a plate. Alright, so that's what we're looking at. One of these is going to be a mystery because it's a Reese's and the rest are Oreos. I have a feeling this might be the Reese's. It looks a little smaller. I don't know. We're going to find out though. Next thing I'm going to do is sprinkle some powdered sugar. I got this cool powdered sugar, or whatever you want to use it for, type wand off Amazon. And it works really well. I do have a fan going, so it's kind of blowing some of it. But just give all these a little nice dusting. I mean, who doesn't like powdered sugar, right? Welcome back, everybody. There we go. Some air-fried goodies. Let's go ahead and give them a try and see how they fared. I'm going to try one of these first. Could be a cookie, could be a Reese's. We'll find out. Definitely an Oreo cookie. Peanut butter, chocolate goodness. A light, flaky shell. So good. I think this one may be the Reese's. I don't know. Let's find out. All I know is peanut butter and chocolate, they go so well together. This one definitely is the Reese's. There's no cookie on it. So good. Let's move on to the next set. I have a feeling this one right here is going to be the Twinkie. It's bigger than the other two that I got. Let's give it a try. Oh no. This right here is the Milky Way bar, no doubt. Everything's all super melted inside. Goodness. All right, let's move on. Next up, I have a feeling this is the Kit Kat. It's a little thinner looking. Definitely is the Kit Kat. It tried to come out on me. Pushed it back in. It still is crispy, crunchy like from the Kit Kat. Also so delicious, I tell you. I mean, these aren't exactly like the deep fried ones you'd get at the fair, but they're a fun creation to make in the Maxx nonetheless, and they sure are tasty. So the last one, which I just took a bite of ahead of time, is definitely going to be the Zinger. I think I was calling it a Twinkie earlier in the video. Same thing. A Zinger is a Twinkie, but with frosting, right? Oh, goodness. This is good. Everything's all nice and melted, but it's cakey. The frosting from the Zinger definitely melted. You can see the spongy cake, though. So one thing I will say, and this depends on your personal preference, I kind of liked it when I stretched the dough thinner, which I did the other night. They're not as doughy, okay? You can do it either way, though. It really doesn't matter. In fact, you could use whatever ingredients you would like in these things. I just picked up these at the local store because they sounded good to me. But we all have different tastes, right? But one thing is for sure, this is definitely a hit. Double thumbs up in the Kalorik Maxx air fryer oven. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I got a lot more good stuff coming up. And please drop me a comment below. Leave me your thoughts. Let me know if you've tried something similar. And maybe let me know if you want to try doing this, you know? Definitely fun, tasty, and a good treat overall. So with that said, I think we're going to buzz out of here. And I'm going to wish you all a very stellar day. Be excellent. And most of all, remember me. I'm KJ Andio, your food experience host with the most. Take care, y'all, and I'll see you later.